Hey, here we are, people, live in Oakland, California for the channel on YouTube, Entertainment Getaway TV. And right before us are members of Mad at Sam, but tonight they played as a group called Something Else. And Larry Hatchett, go down the line. You are on drums.
Gene Jones.
JP.
Right on. And great set tonight. You guys, these were demo songs from Mad at Sam before Ricky joined, right? Is that what was happening tonight, or a little bit of everything?
These are songs that Larry and I wrote. Mad at Sam was kind of hiatus. We're like at a down point, so Larry wrote some songs and I wrote some songs, and we were going to be a band called False Flag, and then a band beat us to the punch and played live on BART, and so we couldn't really be False Flag if they're like they got famous, I think, really quick by playing on the BART stations, or on the BART train, I believe, right? Yeah. And so we kind of like left that name alone, and we were supposed to play the song as Mad at Sam, and it didn't happen. We're like, hey, we'll just play it. It's just, I said it on a whim. I said, we'll play the band as Something Else, and we just went as it Something Else.
Well, I love the logo on the flyer with the skull, and it's pretty deep stuff, man. Did you come up with that? That's awesome. Yeah, right on. Well, the name Mad at Sam is really quite powerful anyway. I used to listen to this group called Uncle Slam, members of Ex-Suicidal and No Mercy. I know Larry remembers Uncle Slam. Remember Uncle Slam?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so Mad at Sam, you know, it sticks out at you pretty much, you know, self-explanatory. So a lot of your songs, like the one, The War in Iran, you know, yeah, we know the U.S. and Iran had its history, and, you know, so you guys throughout, you did some shit against organized religion, which I can back that up, and love that anybody that attacks that thing. But what are also the messages besides, you know, the war and the religion and politics with Mad at Sam? I mean, anybody want to...
Mad at Sam is really a political band, but when me and Gene put this demo together for Mad at Sam down the road, the False Flag demo, we touched on a bunch of stuff. Leonard Peltier, we covered some Swedish bands, we covered a Sublime song, Pull Shark, we did a bunch of just fun stuff, you know. We always try to stay a little political with the name Mad at Sam, but you know, it's really just good, wholesome punk rock, man. Good, fun punk rock. And our bass player Jonas, you know, he moved away, so he's out of town right now. Yeah. In another state, and so he just said, hey, I want to come out and visit him while I'm out.
And he gets to play a show while he's out here. That's pretty awesome.
Play a show. And,
yeah.
Gene's his other band tonight, Butchered Hens. Yeah. He threw us on the bill, so we bounced out here.
Yeah, we want to mention that Larry Hatchett has a long history in the Bay Area. You can already see his other band, Project Mayhem AD, on the channel, and an interview with him at Oakland OMC, you know, studios in Oakland where bands rehearse. And Larry was also in, his name is Robert Paulson. And also I interviewed David White, and he mentioned the band you were in with David White from Heathen. Larry has a long history here, and this guy drumming for the Butchered Hens, which we got a clip of that tonight.
Yeah, I'm the original drummer in Powerhouse. I played in D-Face, Death Toll, going way back, Negative Perception, Bad Intentions, these old school punk bands. Yeah.
We bring these old bands up because we want you guys to do the research on YouTube to check out this stuff, that something you may not know about, that you really could find out it could be your favorite new band, even if they're not around anymore. So we love the history.
I'm currently also playing in Frightmare too.
Oh, nice.
I've been filling in for those guys for a while.
That's funny you mentioned that. I interviewed Brian on the site. Yeah, from Frightmare.
Yeah.
Huh?
Tom Knights.
No, Brian, the singer.
Brian, the singer, yes.
Yeah, he's on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So what other bands have you been in playing bass when you were living in the Bay Area, man? Or anything you've done since you've been out in the Midwest?
That's really it. I linked up with these guys because I ended up working with Rick, the guitar player. I know Wim just texted me when I was at home one day, and I was like, yeah, I'll come out and audition. But aside from them, I played with a death metal band in Chicago called Extraction Point. Played with them for a little bit on bass. bass. I auditioned for Diabolic down in Florida. Definitely in Florida. I auditioned for guitar. Didn't get it. Oh well. Yeah, that's really like the last couple bands I've done. And these guys, and I played an Extraction Point in Chicago. Right now, I'm just living up in rural North Dakota, playing classical guitar to keep my chops up.
That's quite a switch from the aggressive shit that was blowing us away tonight. Yeah, you guys are really locked in great as a unit, man. I mean, you know, as a three-piece, just you were totally locked in, man. So where can the people hear current or past recordings of Mad at Sam and any of your other stuff? You want to plug that and let the people know?
Well, yeah, on Spotify and Apple Music, you could hear Mad at Sam. The album is America's for Sale.
Okay. Yeah.
Both those.
Did you guys do any music videos to accompany that album?
Or no? If you press in Mad at Sam Oakland on YouTube, there's a lot of videos.
A ton of them, huh? Okay.
We have one or two professional videos made. War with Iran, we have a professional video out there.
Cool. Everybody look on YouTube for that. Man.
Also, I was also in a band called Fix My Head. Fix My Head. And if you go on Fix My Head, you have to like look for it very carefully. Fix My Head, and then put in OCCI, and there's a video of us playing like back in 2008 live in Amsterdam.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
He's been in more bands than you have. That's like, wow, what? Wow, amazing. So I always like to do this. We all have our inspirations. I'm a big funk and disco guy from the 70s, but I love black metal, death metal, thrash metal, power metal, and I love punk rock. Bad Brains, Dead Kennedys, Black Flag. So your favorite, top three favorite guitar players and bands that you just think the world of, that make you the artist you are today?
Well, to be honest, it ain't going to be too punk rock or metal, but it's John Lennon from the Beatles, and it's Eddie Van Halen.
Eddie.
And probably Jimmy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. And some bands that...
The bands I love for punk rock is Sub-Incision. I love Skid System. I love fucking... what was the band we were just talking about?
Oh yeah, I know you like Uncurved.
Yeah, Uncurved.
Uncurved is dope. Yeah.
For punk rock. Yeah. And then metal, I just love some Exodus, man. I'm an old school Exodus head.
Zetro, Bailoff, or Dukes?
Yeah.
All three?
Hunting.
You like all three vocalists though for Exodus?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I like all
cool.
I like all three.
Right on.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a Zetro guy overall, but we also know Larry's super open-minded because our love for Perry and Jane's Addiction and Fishbone, among others. What would surprise your metal and your punk crowd that you listen to that's like a guilty pleasure? I know you know. So you've been to some concerts. Hey, that's my funk and disco right there, right? So what else?
Yeah.
What else you got for us? You love some Jane's Addiction.
I love Portishead.
Portishead. There you go. That's another one. All right. What about you on drums? Your major drummer influences and some bands to go along with that.
The ones I know, actually personally, and who I love a lot, Chris Contos. I love him very much.
Yeah, Attitude Adjustment, Forbidden, Machine Head, everything.
I love him very much. He's a good friend of mine. Tom Hunting is very, I like him.
Exodus Attack.
Yeah, very passionate about that man. He's a great man. Believe it or not, I met Lars Ulrich, and besides what anybody thinks about him, he treated me extremely nice.
Was that in Concord at the Costco?
We met him.
He was doing a whiskey signing.
No, we met him backstage as a, what show was that? Paul Bailoff got us backstage.
Oh, old school.
Yeah,
wow.
He got us backstage.
This is before the fame and
he got us backstage at a Anthrax show.
Oh, nice.
All the Metallica boys were back there, and once I went up to Lars,
Henry J. Kaiser.
No. Wow. I think it was at the I think it was at the Warfield. I think it was at the Warfield, and he's all, meet me up these stairs right here, and I'll get us all backstage. He got us backstage, and all the Metallica boys were back there.
Yeah.
And Kirk Hammett was extremely nice, and so was Lars. They're both hella nice people.
Cool. So you're influenced by Lars too, and
what are they influenced? I'm just saying he was a nice person. You know.
Right on. Cool.
Yeah.
And other bands you can mention that are your favorites as a drummer?
I'm a heavy Led Zeppelin fan.
Right on.
As far as old school stuff,
yeah.
I like Led Zeppelin a lot.
You know, Chris had a Zeppelin cover band. I'm sure you know about.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
So, Mr. Bass Player, I like bass players like Victor Wooten, Stanley Clark, Billy Sheehan, Les Claypool, Flea. I'm a big thumb slap guy.
Sean Malone of Cynic, rest in peace.
Okay, Cynic are my boys.
Tony Choi, Atheist.
I'm from Florida, so all those groups, man, that, you know, that's my thing over there.
I lived in Tampa for 6 years.
Yeah, Obituary, Death,
yeah.
Yes, sir.
But I was in Tampa for 6 years, why there's some Diabolic. But yeah, Sean Malone,
good
John
stuff.
Young, Dream Theater. You can ask these guys. I normally play a fretless, actually.
You like a lot of prog metal stuff too?
Some. I listen to Rush, but Rush, but also I listen to everything from Emperor, Anthems to Welcome to Dust, one of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
Gatherum, Amorphous.
Wow.
Soilwork. But then,
from classical guitar to extreme heavy, man.
Paco de Lucia is a great flamenco guitar player. Joao Gilberto, if you want to listen to some bossa nova. Yeah, I listen to all that stuff, and all of it inspires me. I'd say probably equally. I
got one to throw out at you. I met this guy at NAMM, and I filmed him around Oakland.
Yeah.
And then he died, and he was such an innovator. Ben Woods from Flamenco. If you haven't heard of them, check them out. He's another flamenco player that has a metal band called Flamenco, and rest in peace, Ben. But you know, when you mentioned that, it clicked it for me in my head. So
I'll check it out.
Anyway,
Thanks.
Man, thank you guys for your time, and thank you for being part of the YouTube channel, and most importantly, the Bay Area music scene that needs more light, to know that this is what we do out here, and to support in any way. Watch a YouTube video, download songs on Spotify, anything and everything. Mad at Sam, something else, and here Bay Area metal, baby, and punk rock. Later.